Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Avery. This month I'm gonna try to get out more videos. I know I'm gonna be super busy because it's final season, but I feel like it'll be fun, so. Anyway, today I wanna reflect back on my 2024 year. I thought that the best way to do that was to go back to my vision board from the beginning of 2024. Just kind of see what came true for me, what I still need to be working on, and just kind of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't like looked at my vision board since, I don't know, I can't remember. Like I haven't fully read it and like went through it for like a couple months. So like I honestly can't remember what's on it, but we're gonna go through it today, so. Okay, so here she is. Here's my vision board for 2024. I made it in, I think it was on New Year's. She's a little bit ratchet, but I feel like that's cute. I love her. She's so cute. This is the first vision board I've ever made, and I really had fun making it. Like I feel like it helped me manifest what I wanted to happen for me this year. This year for me, like reflecting back on it, was definitely a growth year. Like I grew a lot and I learned a lot about myself this year. And so I'm really excited to like see what I have on my vision board and like, I don't know, see what happened for me this year and what I thought was gonna happen. So let's get into it. Okay, so the main theme of the board that I had on here is grow into yourself. And I feel like looking back on the year, that definitely still stands true. Like, this is what I wanted to happen for the year, and it definitely happened. This year, I've definitely started to get to know myself better and feel more comfortable in my own skin. And I feel like this board, like writing on the board, really manifested that for me. Okay, so on the board, I have a couple of like subtitles, I guess you could say. So it's like consistency, creativity, motivation, gratitude. Like there's a lot of other stuff, but like we're gonna get into each section. So the first section is consistency, and the first thing I have on here is keep reading, because I don't really know. I think maybe at the beginning of the year I was having trouble like getting into reading, like I was having a reading slump, but I'm really proud to say, and this is good for me guys, like I don't know, I honestly didn't track it last year, so I can't remember how many books I read last year, but this year I read 13, and I'm gonna finish the year off with 14, I think, because I'm like in the middle of a book and I'm definitely gonna finish before the end of the year. So this year I will have read 14 books, and I feel like that's really good for me, and I definitely have like been consistently reading all throughout the year. I mean, obviously there's been like off times when I like wasn't reading or like was too busy or whatever, but I definitely like reminded myself to keep reading because I have so many books. Like you can just see right here, like I have so many books that I need to read. So also it's just like fun for me to read, and it reminds me like why I love to read. Like sometimes I'll be reading something and be like, ugh, like it's so much work to read, but then it's like I get into the book and it reminds me of like why I love to read so much. So I definitely did keep that true. Like I've definitely been reading all year, so proud of myself for that. The next thing is about balance. It says make time to break the routine. I feel like at the beginning of the year I was having trouble like being stuck in the routine of like school, dance, bed, and do it again the next day for like however long. I don't think I struggled with that as much this year, which maybe it was that I did take more time to break the routine and I just didn't realize, or I just stuck through it this year. I can't really remember. Okay, the last one under consistency, I think this is like a whole section, says feel proud you are doing better than you think. Now this is kind of a big one because I do overthink quite a lot, and I've definitely taken time this year to like remind myself that no one's looking at me, no one's judging me, I'm the only one judging myself, and I am doing better than I think. I'm just putting myself down because I don't know why I do that, but I do. I put myself down, but I've definitely taken the time to remind myself this year that like I am doing better than I think, and I've come so far, I've grown so much, and I should just feel proud of myself. So I've definitely did that for myself this year. I reminded myself that I should be proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. This is also how I feel like I've grown so much, because past years I really struggled with self-doubt, and this year I've like focused on that a lot more, really taking those negative thoughts and, you know, and replacing them with positive ones has really helped me this year. Be more comfortable with who I am. Okay, so the next section is creativity. And the quote I have under here is, the more you use, the more you have. I know somebody said that, but I'm not sure who said that. I didn't put it on the board. I just like wrote it down. I've definitely struggled with this in the past where I just don't feel motivated. I feel like I don't have the creativity to do things like write or make spreads in my book journal. The quote that the more you use, the more you have really helps me realize that like if you just get started, it'll just like help create the flow of creativity and it won't feel as hard if you just start. And I definitely feel like this year I didn't use like my book journal or like create as much as I wish I did. So that's definitely something I can work on next year. Yeah. And the next one is under dance, and it says, because do it because you love it, do it, or dance because you love it, do it for no one else. Throughout my dance journey, it's definitely been a struggle to remember that I'm dancing because I love it and not to please somebody else, or dance a certain way because this person dances that way or whatever. Like, I know that everyone dances differently and I have my own specific way that I do things, and that's okay because I don't have to be like everybody else because I am like me, and that's like perfectly fine. So I reminded myself I definitely did do this because I remember having bad days and just having to remind myself, like, why are you worrying about what other people are thinking of you? Like, you're dancing because you love it. You wouldn't be here if you didn't love it. I definitely did remind myself this past year that like I am worth more than what other people think, and I don't need to worry about what other people are thinking when it only matters what I think. If I think I look great in a certain combo, then it shouldn't matter what other people think. And like, people are only caring about what they look like in the mirror, not what you look like in the mirror. So like, it doesn't matter what. Literally, I'm worrying about something that's non-existent. Like, they're not looking at me, they're looking at themselves. So it's really none of my business. I should focus on myself, and if I'm proud of myself, then that's all that matters. There are definitely some times this year where I needed to remind myself, and I did, and I'm happy that I did because it's important to know. Okay, so up here it says motivated, and it was talking about time management and like getting good grades. I definitely have been working on my time management, and I definitely feel like I've learned how to, use my time management like more efficiently. I feel like when you're first learning how to use your time efficiently, it's like difficult, but then once you learn how to do it, it like changes like your whole perspective. Like, it changes everything, and you can figure out time to have free time because you can just do your work, get it done. Learning how to manage my time has definitely helped me this year. Get good grades. I do have good grades, guys. All A's. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I need to keep it until finals are over. I'm a little worried about it, but I'll be fine. Like, I got it. Okay, and the last thing on my 2024 vision board is, it's under the like practice gratitude, and it's talking about journaling, book journal, gratitude journal, and feelings journal. Now, I love journaling. It makes me feel like so much better when I can just like write everything that's going on inside my head, like swirling around inside my head, just put it out on paper. And then I feel like it's just like gone from my head, and I have a clear head, and I feel better. I definitely didn't journal this year as much as I wish I had. I have been journaling recently a little bit more, but I feel like I wish I did it more this year. Like, it just helps me like organize my thoughts and put it down on paper, and then I don't have to think about it anymore because it's there on paper. I can revisit it anytime I want. I don't need to worry about it anymore. My book journal. I definitely didn't do that much this year. I feel like I wish I could have. That also goes back to like the creativity thing. Like, I didn't have the motivation to do it this year, and I just need to like do it because then the creativity will be flowing, you know what I mean? I definitely didn't do that as much as I wish I did this year. I've definitely been reading, but I wasn't like doing like journal stuff about it. I have this pressure almost when I think about doing my book journal. That's like, I have to, for every book, I have to rate it. And if you know me, I hate rating things. Like, I just won't rate things. Like, if we go somewhere out to eat and somebody's like, rate from 1 to 10 how much you liked the pizza, I literally just refuse to rate stuff because like, I don't know. I'm not gonna put a number to it. I liked it or I didn't like it, you know? So like, I hate rating books, but I feel like when I watch other people do their book journals, they always rate it. They always have like a synopsis about what they liked, what they didn't like, whatever. And I feel like it puts pressure on me to like do it the same way they do it. Almost, I don't know, like, so when I think about doing my book journal, it almost like it stresses me out and I just like don't want to do it anymore. And I need to get rid of those like thoughts that come up when I do my book journal and just like do whatever I want. Like, and I don't even have to do it for every book. I just stress myself out for no reason. I need to focus on like knowing that I can just do whatever I want. Like, it doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to be what everyone else is doing. Like, I'll just do what I want to do and whatever, you know? Also, it doesn't need to be perfect because it's literally just for me. No one else is looking at it, so, you know. So that is my vision board for 2024. Going through it, I'm very proud of myself. I feel like I actually completed a lot of my goals that I had. There was a few that I didn't focus on as much as I wish I did this year, but you know, there's always next year and I can always do better and continue growing. I definitely want to make another vision board this year because this vision board, I feel like, I don't know what it is, but like I feel like it really manifested like my growth this year. I obviously would have grown without it, but just seeing it there and revisiting it multiple times this year and just like knowing, having it written down somewhere in my room, I feel like really helped me grow, really cemented it in my soul that like I can grow and I will grow this year. So I definitely want to make one this year for 2025. Maybe I'll make a video about it, maybe not, depends when I'm doing it, but it'll be super fun and I'm super excited for next year to see what I have in store. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm super excited to make more videos this month if I can. If you guys have any ideas for future videos that I should do, definitely put them in the comments because I don't have that many. I mean, I have a few that I definitely want to do, but I don't have too many. So if you guys have any ideas, put them in the comments, please. I would love to hear them. Again, thanks for watching. Bye!